いしょ。じゃあ続きやりますか。そうだ。共有だけしとこう。いいさ。よいしょ。
Let's get back into action.
よし。じゃあどれからやるかね。BM やるか。
Hello, my name is Mark. I'm the spokesperson of BMW Group Classic. If you buy a BMW, in my perspective, you want to drive. You want to feel the drive. You want to have a sheer driving machine. You feel it and you love it and you don't want to stop it because it's so cool. It's always on the edge, but you have to be able to handle it.
BM か。
Three legendary letters. BMW. A playlist to discover what ultimate driving feels like.
$7 個か。OK。
Let's move on to another activity.
CSL。
Talking about the most favorite car is very difficult because the heritage is so amazing. But if you ask me for my personal opinion, it should be a BMW 3.0 CSL. And it was the very first car, the BMW Motorsport GmbH, tuned for professional racing. In every facet it's very interesting and amazing. It was, for example, the most successful touring car of the 1970s. Was the very first car to wear the famous M stripes. So this is the real starting point of the whole legacy of BMW M. This is such a great heritage and legacy.
いいね。
Let's do this. Eyes up, stay focused, and put in the best possible performance. You gotta live up to this car's reputation. She's a legend, you know. Okay. It's probably something you hear quite a lot at Motorfest, I know, but you gotta believe me.
かわすためにいらんことした。まあ、いつくね。
After BMW became popular in the 60s, their cars were more and more used by private motorsport teams, but they still didn't have their own racing division. So they started one in 1972. They called it BMW Motorsport, simply BMW M now. And that was their first car, the 3.0 CSL.
いいね。
And I mean, what a car. First off, she's absolutely stunning. Look at the iconic M colors on her body. Look at her shapes. Look at the perfection of her design. And more importantly, she's so light and powerful, she won 6 consecutive European Championship titles. Yeah. She's the most impressive of her times, and I can't believe how lucky you are to feel her in action on such a beautiful racetrack. Oh, and I'm Anna, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I've been racing professionally for what, like 10 years now? More if you count the karting when I was a teen. As you may have guessed, I have a soft spot for BMW. That's why I've been asked to host this playlist. I've never raced for them officially, though.
逆にいいとろ吹きたくねえな。
Who knows?
戦闘以上。あ、そういうこと？
And here we go. I bet you didn't expect to ride a motorcycle for the second lap, did you? But actually, bikes are a really important
や
part
べ、
of
バイク乗った
BMW
ことないか
history.
ら。
Did you know the first ground vehicle they ever built was actually a motorcycle? It was in 1923. Yeah, I know I sound nerdy right now.
Line 上手乗せ
The
れる
one
ね。
you're riding is the S1000RR. It's what we call a superbike. Superbikes are extremely powerful, technologically advanced motorcycles that are relatively light for the speed they can reach. They're designed for both track and road use.
やべ。
And yours is the 2015 edition of the S1000RR. It's still pretty great, as you can see for yourself, but since then, they've released many more powerful editions. Finally, the BMW M Hybrid V8. What a beast. Released in 2023, this car has been built for endurance races, such as the 24 hours of Le Mans, my area of expertise.
やば。段差でめちゃくちゃ跳ねた。
An endurance car has to strike the right balance between performance and stability. They must go as fast as possible and yet be able to hold up over time. And the same goes for you. If you're the racer inside the car, you must stay at the top of your game for a very long time while constantly making strategic choices. But today we're only doing a short race, so never mind that. Just focus on being the best. The Hybrid V8 will do the rest. And that's it for the first glimpse into BMW's history. A real time travel.
OK。いいね。 これ乗せられんの？くそ遠い。
The 3.0 CSL was the big surprise at the first event. Did you enjoy driving it? I'm sure you
今
did.
さんか。
Let's go to Maui, where the rest of the playlist will take place.
The BMW 3 Series is the core product of the BMW AG. It's all we are talking about. And the BMW M3 E30 is the peak development of this whole series.
30型はかっこいいよな。
If you talk about the sport evolution, it's a very special car. It was much more lighter than the normal BMW M3. It has more horsepower. And it was only available in 2 colors. So these are all aspects which make the car very special.
Now with the M3, we're touching on an important part of BMW's history, the 3 Series, the face of the brand. So, as you may know, since the early 70s, BMW has been dividing its models into 8 different series. The 3 is without question the most popular of them all. The one you're driving is the E30. It's the second in this prestigious line, and an instant hit in 1982. Not just for car enthusiasts, no, but for the mass market as well. They sold over 2 million. That's huge, especially since they weren't cheap.
これは売れただろう。
This car deserved it. She truly did. For sure, it was the most powerful sedan available at the time. So, when BMW Motorsport needed to put a new car on the track, it was obvious they would create one based on the E30 and make it even better. And that's how we got the first M3 ever. We spoke earlier of the success of the 3.0 CSL, but it was nothing compared to what this car achieved. She's simply the most successful touring car in motorsport history. She has more than 1,400 victories. yeah, I promise you. She won everything. Rallying, endurance racing, but also BMW's most beloved tournaments. The DTM, the German Touring Car Championship. The funny story is that BMW had to build 5,000 street legal cars and sell them to the public just so they could compete. And they did it. But they were skeptical at first because they thought it would never sell. Of course, they were wrong. They've sold 3 times more than expected.
すごいね。こういう歴史的な
Whatever
話
the
とか
model,
うんちく
the
的な話。
E30 has left its mark on a generation. She's loved by underground communities for tuning, for drifting, but you can even see her on album covers and rap videos. She's a cultural phenomenon.
この時代でここまで伸び、でも5速ギアボックスなんだよな。年代的に強度的な問題がある。
Great run. It's wonderful to see this car taking over the roads of Maui.
いいね。素晴らしい。 こうか。あ、新旧か。新旧？いや、新旧だ。詳しくないんだよな。
The Z4. For a few moments, let's put aside vehicles designed for extreme racing and enjoy just driving for the pleasure of driving. Well, I mean, you still have an aggressive opponent in this race, of course. Where's the fun without one? BMW Z models are what we call roadsters. Two-seaters made for relaxing behind the wheel, appreciating the scenery and the thrill of speed. And look at that. We just have the perfect spot and the perfect weather to enjoy this ride. The only thing you're missing is the wind in your hair. But you are driving a coupe cabriolet, so I guess you could theoretically enjoy the open air if you wanted to. Your car is the Z4 E89, a very cool model for two major reasons. Number one, it's the very first BMW to have been designed by two women, Juliana Blasi for the exterior and Nadia Arnaut for the interior. They wanted to break the classic roadster image with a car inspired by the human body, athletic and beautiful, designed for all driving enthusiasts. And number two, the E89 has indeed been adapted into a real racing car. The famous, beautiful, and successful Z4 GT3. That's an obvious part of my passion for this car. And did I forget to tell you that? I know what you're thinking. It's not as sporty as the others. And that's true. But on weekends, where I'm far away from the races, it's the perfect car for open roads.
なるほどね。もう別にレース用だけが車じゃなくて。確かにそう。
Her creators described her as an expression of freedom. Would you say the same?
Ah, 出たー。オフローズ。これはオフローズでは。
The next event is going to be really different from the previous ones. Motorfest really wanted to show how diverse and surprising BMW can be. I won't say more, except that you'll have to go to the top of the mountain to see the starting grid. And you'll see, the beginning of this race is going to be memorable.
もうやったよ、オフロードで。この上濃いんだよ。スタートから殺しに来とるやんけ。やばすぎ。ただのチキンレースじゃねえか。アラビアンドリフト的な感じ。死にくない。うわ。
Awesome! It's for these unique moments that we all like to go off-roading from time to time. I gotta admit, it's not where I'm at my best, but I really wanted to get off the beaten track at least once during this playlist. BMW and off-roading have a strong history. They were famous in the Dakar Rally in the 80s, and they've been building bikes designed for the wilderness ever since. Your ride is one of them. It's an R1200 GS, and at BMW, every bike marked with the GS letters is a bike made for adventure.
それは良さそうだけど。
And adventures,
実際
they
どう
can
なんだ
happen
ろう。
anywhere, you know? On the edge of the unknown, or just down the street from your house. So they need to be prepared for every occasion. They're built for both city riders and budding explorers. Well, to be fair, this one's being prepped by Motorfest, so it's a little more suited for the extreme conditions than the ones you could find in a regular shop. But you see what I mean.
怖すぎる。あ、えぐいだろ。近い。危ない。ロードやってると、やった人だったらわかる。足の筋肉やばくなるからな。太ももとか、裏とか。ガクガクで立つな。
Another great race. We're not doing too bad.
もうグロすぎるだろ、これ。M4 だ。
Our next race will be once again focused on BMW M vehicles. Speaking of which, do you know where the famous M colors come from? That combination of blue, purple and red?
We're up against BMW's finest, a collection of some of the latest M models. See that white car? That's an M8, a 625 horsepower monster made for everyday use. And the dark gray one over there? An M5 CS. We'll talk about her later, but let's just say that this series has been producing missiles since the 70s and it's not about to stop. The other ones are M2s and M4s. They come from series born in 2013 and 2014. Racing them is gonna be tough. The road is narrow with a lot of sharp bends and not many places to accelerate. Overtaking here is a challenge. You have to use the occasional straights with guts and confidence. Clearly my kind of track. To give you a fair chance of winning, we put you behind the wheel of the fastest production car BMW has ever made, the M4 CSL. Yeah, you heard me, a CSL. BMW only made 3 of these in 50 years. The first one was the 3.0 you drove earlier, and this is the third. And to make it even more prestigious, you can even notice a special emblem on her body celebrating BMW M's 50th anniversary. So the real question is, does she live up to the CSL legacy? Well, she hits 200 kilometers per hour in only 10 seconds and holds the BMW record on the famous Nürburgring circuit. What more is there to say? You better win with a car like that.
よいしょよいしょ。早くはフロントのデザインはちょっと
CSL, competition, sport, and
ウィール持って
lightweight.
なんとかして
I
ほしい
hope you
な。
felt that DNA at every turn.
ヘッドライトのラインとか全然かっこいいと思うんだけど。でまたメールボックスにアイテムが埋まってるからさっさと埋めろかすという。さてハイパフォーマンスに上げとこう。よし。そしたらメールボックスから全部引き出せるな。あ、まだか。まあいいや。
Wonderful race, driver. Now let's head to Maui's volcano for the next event.
よしか。
Okay, be careful. This outrun requires your utmost concentration. One mistake or two, and you're sure to lose. Stay sharp. I won't distract you too much, but I still gotta talk about that spaceship you're driving. Yeah, I'm sorry to call it that, but I'm sure you were thinking the same thing. And hey, I don't mean it in a bad way. I love the way she looks. The BMW i8 is a car that stands out from the crowds. It's actually hard to believe she's indeed a production car and not just a concept.
これがコンセプ
Like,
ト
it's
じゃない。
crazy
売ら
how
れてるっていうのが
futuristic she
衝
looks,
撃だ。
even though she was revealed more than 10 years ago. The contrast of her colors highlights all her curves. And there's something about the way she's shaped that makes her intriguing and elegant at the same time. I'm glad the sun hasn't fully risen yet, because I find her even more beautiful at night. Those U-shaped taillights give her so much personality.
いいか。
You might be wondering what's the story behind that car. Well, it all goes back to the early 2010s when BMW I was created to develop a range of electric and hybrid vehicles within the brand. Only two models came out of it, the compact i3 and the i8, the sports car you're driving. There were never any others because they updated their strategy. Rather than creating a separate lineup, they now implement their technologies into their main series. A smart move, I guess.
Yep.
I would have loved to see more cars like this one. Congrats! I knew the clock wouldn't outrun you.
やべえや。オーバースピード突っ込んだ。もっと速く走れたな。これ5か。
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm afraid we're heading towards the last event of this playlist. Yes, I know. Already. But we're not gonna say goodbye without one last hooray.
これはまた長いレースか。昨日のあれのせいで俺はトラウマになってる。リバティウォークのせいで。
BMW M is a sort of brand shaper for the whole BMW AG, because the image and the reputation BMW M has created is always related to sportiness and to peak performance. One of the hugest separations between maybe other manufacturers is the fact that a BMW is always sporty. The customer expects a sort of sportiness. He wants to drive it, he wants to feel the passion behind the wheel. And this is BMW.
The weather is perfect for going on a long
出た長い旅だ。もうやだよ。ねえ疲れんだよこれ。
We're putting 3 BMW MCS to the test over very long distances, and it's your job to drive them one after the other. You remember what CS means? It's competition sport, the sportiest editions of BMW M. As you can see, we didn't even bother to close the roads, so you'll have to deal with the traffic. But you have no trouble dodging it, right?
強めのゲートにしましょう。大丈夫です。うん。あ、やべ。取られちゃった。あ、これバイクで事故ったら吹き飛ぶかな。切れない。
That wasn't an easy start, but you managed it like a pro.
せやろ。
You've probably recognized the car you're driving. It's the M5 F90 CS, the one you went up against a bit earlier. The 5 Series is the oldest in the history of BMW. Not the oldest car, of course, but the first series they launched when they started this classification in the 70s. It's just crazy how much power there is in a car like that. She weighs almost 2 tons, and she's over 5 meters long. And in spite of that, she has 635 horsepower and can reach 100 kilometers per hour in only 3 seconds. For a sedan, wow. Like, imagine taking your kids to school with this. The temptation to step on the gas is way too strong. It might be too dangerous for your own good. However, her design is, well, let's just say it's not my favorite, but I see why people love it. It's just not sporty enough for my taste. But I must admit, I love the golden bronze color they added to the rims and front grille. That's her signature. It's so cool.
高級感を出しつつバカっぱやり。そしてなんだこいつは M4 か。 M4 じゃん。ちょっと待て。これ M3 か。
And now we have an M3 G80 CS from 2023.
わかんねえ。
We've come a long way since the E30. Don't you think it looks a lot like the M4 CSL? On the front end, mostly. Well, that's normal. Actually, the 3 and 4 series share the same engine and chassis base. Before 2014, the 3 series models were released in a large number of variations. Like, too many variations. So, ultimately, they decided to make things clearer. On the one side, there's the 3 series with sedans and estate cars, and on the other, the 4 series with coupes and cabriolets. And that's the main difference between the two.
いいね、4枚。4枚のが好きなんだよな。いろんな利便性を唱えて。
What do you think about her design? Personally, I love how aggressive she looks. The size of the double kidney grille divides BMW fans, but I think it gives her so much character.
金持って何でも乗れる人間ならいいけど、全てを両立させたかったら4枚とか。 まだ半分しか行ってねえじゃねえか。遠すぎるだろう。なんだ、なんかこの感じ全部乗用車にまとめてきそうだ。あえて M5 から M3 に落としたし、M2 とか、本当だ M2 になった。
And finally, the icing on the cake. The brand new M2 G87CS from 2025. And you can try her here exclusively for the first time. BMW are so proud of her that they regard her as part of the BMW 2002 Turbo Heritage, and that's one of the most beloved cars of the 70s. So, does she deserve this honorific comparison? I'll let you drive her for a bit, before giving my opinion.
よいしょ。突っ込みすぎたけど、やべえ。結構出やすいんだな。3分の1走らせるのか。普通に速いんだけど、コーナリングが一番きつい。コーナー限界が速いというか、ホイールベースが短い分なんか高速域を長く曲げるっていうのはなかなかうまくいかない。突っ込んでしまった。出口でめっちゃ減速した。もったいね、今の。見えきれないね。
Look how fast she can go. She's obviously the fastest M2 ever. But what I love most about her is her uncompromising design. People will be divided just like the M3 and M4, but I'm a fan. I mean, look at this. It's her production form, and it already looks like a professional tuner has fitted her with one of the coolest kits around.
嘘。
Probably too soon to say, but I think she's my fav. Among the three of them, of course. I think it's simply more fun to drive.
いや M2 はいいよな。でもこの方じゃないけど M2 は楽しい。それは事実。名車に出ちゃった。いいね。よし、フィニッシュだ。
That was BMW M2CS, a legend in the making.
いいね、かっこいいよね。現行のやつみたい。顔がいかつい。さて、お土産もらいに行こう。
To claim your reward, driver.
V の私。これ初期の2002じゃね。あ、3.0 か。
Leave no playlist.
さて、もう一個ぐらいプレイリストやるか。何やるよ。まあ、オフロードやるか。
Unfinished, driver.
エッセンってことはこれバイクか。違ったわ。排気量書いてると車だと勘違いしちゃう。バイクだと勘違いしちゃう。
Pierce's log, off-roading addict, volume 2, entry 1, found this old tape recorder in the mess I call my boot. I mostly use it for shopping lists, but this has got to be a better use for it.
攻め
Motor Fest have sent me on a mission. It's all part of the new off-roading adventure. Here's the plan. I'm going on a solo trip around the island to find the best trails this land can provide. Oh my gosh, I'm buzzing. I'm currently moving along the leeward coast east of the volcano. The view is bonkers. I can see all the way to the ocean. This route, though, it's a real quagmire.
これ種山ですか。
I'm going to suggest Motorfest uses that Falcon SSV. I really liked it last time. It's sturdy but agile, perfect for adventurers getting ready for their first battle.
かんないよ。
Bloody hell! Almost caught out by a downhill turn there. Anyone listening, you'd better be careful if you want to finish in one piece. Right. Got a great first route all set, so that's me done for today. I need a place for the night, and this beach will do nicely. It's looking like it'll get cold tonight. Maybe I'll have a look in these wrecks for an old bottle of something to keep me warm. Might get lucky.
Yoし、次はまた次でもろくでもないレースだ。ディフェンダーがまた
Entry 2. Woke up with quite a headache, but I managed to reach Peacock Flat and I'm ready to scout more terrain. Let's go for a dip. They told me to find new paths. They never said they had to be on land, so down the river we go. I'm riding the current like a Pacific salmon. Blimey, got a couple of them fish stuck on my back seat. Hang on, guys.
Okay.
My little friends on the back seat have made the supreme sacrifice. I completely forgot to throw them back in the water. Oh, this is heartbreaking.
なんでことしたの
？That path is magnificent, though. It's got everything off-roading addicts crave.
ああ、やばい。
Just look at these caves. Aren't they just the dog's bollocks? The festival people are going to need a proper all-rounder to handle this brilliant path. Well, that's decided. I'm giving away my own trusty old Defender for that race. It's a little banged up, but it's the most reliable machine there is and a great companion. I can see on my map there's a passage up north. Looks like an easy downhill straightaway. Perfect way to avoid a detour.
事故ったわ。死んだるよ。やばすぎ。こっちだ。
Oh, I take back what I said.
おっとやばいかも。
Seems like all the off-road tracks on this island lead to beaches. Well, I suppose that's what you'd expect on an island, and it's actually perfect for our next path. Damn! Lost half my ruddy supplies in the river. But I still have the fish. You didn't die for nothing, lads.
なんつう会話や。絶対落ちただろ。後ろからいなくなった。
As you've heard, Pierce had a few turbulent experiences. Well, trust me when I tell you that there is more to come.
浮上。
Pierce's Log, Entry 3. My pursuit of the best trails has led me to the North Shore. Motorfest wants a crazy race with all the trimmings. Once again, I'm going to give them their money's worth. Wild, rocky beaches are a real challenge. There's no single right path. Adventurers have to use their instincts and find the optimal way to exploit the terrain. I must admit, I wouldn't ride a vehicle with softer suspension than my old Defender right now. Back on white sand. The terrain should get less rocky from now on. Dune's in sight. It's gonna be bumpy. Now that's hairy ground if ever I saw it. A resort. Civilization. Don't mind me, friends. I'm just passing through. Enjoy your virgin pina coladas.
なるほどね、そういうことか。
Mess of their garden. Nah, they'll just send a bill to Motorfest.
速度次第というよりもなんか定石で曲げないと。
So, let's talk vehicles. What can I recommend here? It's got to be an official rally raid survivor, a car with real guts, something French maybe. They do make some nice machines across the channel. How about the Peugeot 3008 DKR? Sturdy, V6 bi-turbo, dynamic. Pierce, you old devil, you've done it again. That's the perfect choice. This trek is gonna leave you gobsmacked.
乗りづらい。遠すぎるだろ。ラングラー。車両環境は変わらなそうだな。
Pierce's Log, Entry 4. As I speak, the weather's rainy as hell. Reminds me of good old Berkshire. Her Leywood's fields are as muddy as can be. I'm looking for hidden waterfalls. Hopefully, there'll be like a small oasis for the festival adventurers halfway through this intense championship. Motorfest, the Rubicon with its rugged four-wheel drive underpinnings is a good option for this kind of terrain. Wait, it doesn't have a roof though.
それな。ルーフがねえんだよ。雨降ってんのに。そしてこんな泥巻き上げてるの。なんなら窓もねえよ。
According to my map, I need to go... yes, that's it. Towards Waimea Mountains. Has taken a turn for the worse. It's like a blimmin' monsoon here. Can't see a bloody thing.
よいしょ。
Ah, here they are. I finally found these waterfalls. Got to say, I was expecting something bigger. Now going through a series of curves on a downhill slope. It's a slippery ride, but my old Defender is holding up well. I spoke too soon, I'm stuck. Come on, you old wreck. Show me what your V8 is made of.
オンボロでは
Had
ない。
to throw some weight overboard, but I'm finally out of this mess. Hopefully the compact Rubicon should hold better in the same conditions.
よいしょ。
Whoa, I'm finally through. Gotta find a dry spot to make camp for the night. This rain is a real pain in the backside.
なんか
It's all over with the rain, but the fields are still wet. Just the right amount of mud for motorcycling fun. Pierce has set off for an all KTM race. I'll let you find out for yourself why he made that choice.
ちょいちょい服装やばいやってるか。そんなこと言えないから。うわ。なんかこれだけタイヤ違くね。
Pierce's log, entry 5. My last supplies got stolen by some wild
いじめじゃ
animal
ね
last night. I cannot believe this.
なんでじゃりかぎじゃねえんだよ。
On the bright side, the rain has eased off and the dirt roads are much more passable now.
ね、そうやってみたら。あ
I'm currently going down the hill. A nice fun ride in the morning with some fun and easy turns.
おう
I'll be reaching the wide expanse of Central pretty soon. I should get a whole different topology down there. Let's see how it looks. Here I am. I was right. Wide open countryside tracks. Guaranteed fun. Reminds me of riding motocross in the West Berks fields as a young lad with my cousins. Great stuff. Well, this is what it's gonna be then. A nice open mud playground for some fellow bike lovers to ride to their heart's content. What kind of bike could they give the adventurers? I remember a superb customized KTM in the garage of the festival PR. I didn't quite catch her name. Mula? Honestly, head like a sieve. Well, anyway, she had a hell of a bike. A 450 EXC. Probably the best power to weight ratio 4-stroke I've ever seen.
Right, こんな方が原則です。ずっと巻き戻しがね。
Bloody hell, that's it, I got you. Don't know why that's sending me loopy. I've got to be careful. I haven't eaten in a while and Mother Nature might be starting to mess with my mind.
よし。ずっと巻き戻し出てるな。飛べってことだった。
Take a break. It's going to be a long night, and I can feel my energy running dangerously low.
Soラストか。
This is not the last time you'll be handling bikes in this playlist.
いや、結構長えぞこれ。ガチか。
Entry 6. The night is dark and troubling. I've been running on an empty stomach for days now. And tonight the mighty forces of Hawaii may get me after all. Ominous plants and lurking beasts, thinking they can finally get a piece of old Pierce. But no way. I must complete my task. Gotta climb that hill to get an overview.
周回かしかも。
I may have found a good spot for yet another ride, but not sure I have enough strength remaining to see this through. More water. I'm in it up to my neck. Damn it.
何よりもこの水のシーンがだるすぎる。
These wooden structures seem solid enough, but I need to keep my eyes peeled. There could be cracks or holes anywhere, and my tension is failing. Come on, stay away, PSO boy. You're not out of the woods yet.
どうせ遅くなるだろうと思って聞かなかった。好きだった。
Climb that hill? Damn it! I think I'm going in circles. That's it. I think hunger and exhaustion are getting to me. I'm starting to see things. I see goats in the sky. Tall, majestic creatures. They're like gladiators battling across the firmament. Marvelous. Wait a second. What forsaken country am I in? I'm losing it.
なんか釣ってそうな話してる。
Here's his log final entry. If anyone's listening, these are probably my last words. I'm nearing starvation here. Might be about to embark on my last journey. It's okay. I've lived a full life, a beautiful adventure. Oh, a Turkish delight. I've just found a massive stash of sweets under the passenger seat. All right, I'm back and feeling more alive than ever. Must be this sugar rush. Let's finish this. All I need now is to come up with a car suggestion.
決まりすぎや。
Weird visions I had back there. Gladiators in the skies. Silly me. Eureka! The Jeep Gladiator. That's the one. It was here all along.
いい。危ねえ。
Jeep as the fighter, the wilderness for its arena. Tell me, listeners, are you not entertained?
一旦ちょっと昼間をおしまいにしようかな。この後病院行かなきゃいけないし。マジで目が痛い。目と腰が。目は単純に眼性疲労だろうけど、腰はもしかしたらやってる可能性がある。ちょっとお昼の分はちょっと一回配信終わりたいと思います。ごめんなさい。ちょっと病院行ってきます。じゃあねー。